Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Ready to go now on a sunny afternoon in the East Bay. And off we go from Oakland. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
Here we go.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Another run, this time Forte. And some room to roam now. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
There are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He'll buy some time right. Caught, Dennis Pitta. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. On 1st and 10, McNair. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 2nd down, Forte. Matt Forte with green grass ahead. The 40, the 30, and all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the ground by Forte. 72 yards. So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the I. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, now 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know. They absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Going for the deep ball. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's McNair. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And New York set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there. You're giving yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he's got Gresham. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Back to throw. And it's brought in by Pinna. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And this is incomplete. That one intended for his fullback, John Kuhn. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now out come the Jags. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. On second down, McNair. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now McNair, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! 38!
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They start the second half with a run by Forte. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
To throw, McNair. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Julius Peppers coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, you and I talked during the halftime break about, well, will we see some points in this game? I don't think this is what we had in mind here.
No, not at all, but points are points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. From the gun, here's McNair. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. How about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They're going to try and throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Their blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. McNair. Now look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to throw.